Something a bit different today, mainly because I just want to ask a question or two. About 20 years ago now, I was asked to a reunion, and after a lot of consideration, at least about 5 seconds, I declined. The people were a mixture from the past, from school days, even a couple who had met some of my old school friends who had later been at sea with me. Now, you have to remember that it was just too long ago. I made the decision to say no, and I just want to explain my thinking and see if you can agree with it. Probably not, but there again. The way I see it is that in my memory, all these people are as still today as they were. If I went to the reunion, I would be meeting people as they are now. And the image in my mind, such as it is, of what they were, not what they looked like, but what they were, would be shattered. And I'm sure it's the same the other way. Most of them wouldn't like to see me. Well, they didn't really like to see me at the time, but even worse now that I'm a grotesque oldie who can't even walk across a room. Anyway, that was my decision. I think the best thing to explain it is I wanted to give them the dignity that they had up here. I think if you go and face these people now and see what they are, wrinkly old buggers and buggeresses, that dignity's gone. They can always be young all the time. They're in my mind, and I remember them the way they were. Boys and girls, men and women, and whatever. I don't know if it was the right decision, but let's face it, it would have meant a trip to England, which then I could have done quite easily. I'm not allowed to fly anymore, of course, but and it was in the month of December, so it had been bloody cold after the South Pacific for untold years. Was the decision right? I don't know. I suppose one of the things that prompted it was that via a niece that I'd almost forgotten that I had, I learnt that another one of my old school friends had passed away. To me, the person that passed away was a lovely girl with auburn hair, nice figure, 60s clobber, big smile. If I'd gone to that reunion, come home, and then got that, I'd be remembering the passing of an old lady, probably with arthritis and using a stick or one of these things. Wrinkled face, wrinkled hands, we've all got them. So I don't know, did I make the right decision? That's really all I wanted to ask you. We'll all have our own ideas on this, but I say let the past stay the past. Let those that are gone stay gone, and let those that were young stay young. Anyway, cheers.